So Meghan shared some more behind the scenes of her Harper's Bazaar sheet, and guess who made the cameo? The one and only Harper's Bazaar editor-in-chief, Samora. Yeah, Samora Nasir. She was there to support and applaud Meghan on set while they were, during the shoot, the photo shoot. And honestly, I love that. I love when women support one another. Meghan looks all happy. She looks all smiles. And if you can recall, she was also present during the Paris Fashion Week in Balenciaga. Yeah, they took a picture together. It was really, really, really amazing. And also Meghan's friend, his name is so hard for me to pronounce. You guys know the now creative director for Balenciaga reposted Meghan's Harper's Bazaar cover on her Instagram stories. And also he shared a never seen picture between him and Meghan. So this is amazing. Remember that incident that happened with the Uncut magazine, right? Where this writer or editor turned the entire interview into something else. She just wrote lies about Meghan. Like what Meghan said and what this woman wrote was so different. So it's so amazing to see that with Harper's Bazaar, they allowed her to be herself. They did not twist her words or anything. They just spoke the truth. They wrote the truth. And it's amazing to see another woman of color supporting her. So it's really, really magical. It's so, so amazing. So, in other news, let's talk about Mumbles, because Mumbles is out here lying, and she thinks we're morons. She thinks we're so stupid. She thinks like, oh, we cannot figure out, like these dumsies, these stupid idiots cannot figure out something. So, right now, she was asked about her blonde wig. And let me tell you, the lie is so hilarious. Like, it's like, you're lying. But then again, when is this woman not lying? She's the same woman who lied about Meghan, saying Meghan made her cry. And in fact, she never corrected that in the tabloids. But she's the first one to throw a tantrum because BBC did not address her with the proper titles and demands an apology for not addressing her. But guess what? The tabloids are still addressing her as Kate Middleton. They don't care about those royal titles. They're like, you're Kate Middleton to us. It's not going to change. So right now, look at what I came across. Kate Middleton opens up about her blondest hair ever for first time, revealing reason for new look. So, the Princess of Wales was asked about her lighter locks at the Royal Variety performance. According to the Daily Mail, Pollard said that she told the royal, I like your hair, it looks a lot lighter. And then she says, it used to be brown, but it's gone light in the sunshine. Princess Kate reportedly replied. I cannot make this up. You cannot make this shit up. Like, you remember during when Charlotte was with with William, they'd gone to watch this match. I can't remember, but her hair looked way blonde, like it usually is. And the Ranger started saying, they usually vacation. It's the sun. It's the sun. When she stands in the sun for so long, it bleaches your hair. That's basically what they kept saying. Like, standing in the sun a lot, it bleaches your hair. And people were like, oh no. I had even hair experts like come and say that's a lie. Like, even if it does not do that much. It's like a tiny bit. It does not go to like you have like an entire head full of blonde hair. Yeah, like, remember? So I think Kate thinks that's the way to go. Someone said in the comments that Kate has no idea what she's talking about, because I think whenever she's asked a question and if she's not briefed about it or she's not been told what to say, she just says whatever pops up in her head. And that's what tells me she's literally on social media lurking around, especially around Scotties and whatever. And then now she's saying it's the sunlight. Remember how this woman got a dragging of the century for that wig? Instead of just saying it's a bad dye job, like, whoever dyed your hair did a bad job, or it's a bad wig, you're out here telling us it's the sun. The sun lightened your hair to that extreme length, and then a couple of days later, you show up with a bit duller hair, like your hair looks a bit darker. Sorry, what is it? Why is this woman thinking like people are stupid on the internet? Because now what you've done is now people are even more curious to prove you wrong. You even have again this expert saying no, this is way too perfect for sunlight. If it's sunlight, just particular areas. There's no way you can have these highlights looking all good, looking all same uniform. I don't know much about hair and what it does to the sun, because I'm black. My hair, whether I stand in the sun or not, it's still gonna be the same. So I don't understand how it happens, the theory, the whatever behind it. But what I know is a lot of people on the internet have been saying like, hey, that's a lie. That no. It does bleach a little bit, but it does not do it to that extent where you just have like your whole head so uniformly, like in your own. So people are like, okay, you think we're morons, you think we're stupid, you think we're gonna, like, this woman is so dumb. Whenever she's not been briefed or told what to say, she could have easily ignored that question, but no, it's like the sunlight, it's lighter because I'm in the sun, you know, that's why it's lighter. And the same deranged fans were saying the same thing with Charlotte's hair. It's like, you know, they've been vacationing. Anyway, the comments did not disappoint, guys. This is I usually come across funny things and I'm like, oh, this is just, anyway, let's go on with it. So Benjamin says, LOL girl, please. I know you go on vacation twice a month, but you and I both know it was an overzealous dye job that you then had to walk back that turned your hair blonde. Talking about it was the sun. So it says, she literally treats people like they're morons. Your hair doesn't turn blonde in the sunlight. She's taking the piss, as the Brits would say. And then someone replies, sun bleaching is not that uniform, like I said. Data says, natural highlighted hair does not look like that. She is trying so hard to distract us from her ugly wiglets. She's using taxpayer funds to fix her terrible due job, and she couldn't get it right the first time. And then Veritas replies, natural highlights don't disappear in a week or two either. And then Data again says, or gets destroyed by rain. Lily says, oh, this must be the same unique sunlight which turned Charlotte's hair blonde from dark brown. What if plebs could access it? I told you. The great lawyer says, it's a wig. Said, Kate is the biggest liar. She lies about everything. Your hair doesn't turn blonde in the sun and then suddenly darken days later after you've been dragged to filth for your bad dye job. T says, it so looks like a wig to me, or a really made hairpiece like the one I used to wear in junior high. I was not fashion forward. And is that even her hair? The blonde pick looks like a bad wig or weave. Joe, I don't think she's often aware of the lying aspect of the things she says. I really think it's just whatever pops into her head at any given moment, unless she's been briefed or scripted. She's just not very bright. I don't even mean that to be an insult. It's just a fact. Samia, these are like now in relation to Meghan and the Harper's Bazaar editor-in-chief, that interaction. So Samia says, Meghan comes across to me as someone who is very kind, professional, smart, and well-mannered. I can imagine the joy of working with her. Gwen, I love that she was so happy. Data says, Meghan is just a sweetheart. I will never believe that the writer said anything sass in the article. Again, we've been banned by other journalists, but this wasn't it. Absolutely. So my loves, there you have it. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mirald, and I'll see you in the next one.